Calls for a military uprising against Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro have led to violent clashes in the streets of Caracas. Now, the Trump administration is expressing support for opposition leader Juan Guaidó. Christina Ruffini has the latest from Washington.
This is not a coup. That's a message coming from the State Department and Juan Guaidó's government in the U.S., as the interim president said he's entered the final push for the removal of Nicolás Maduro and his regime in Venezuela. The position of the U.S. government has been that since Guaidó is the democratically elected representative of the Venezuelan people, he can't overthrow a government that's rightfully his. So far, the Maduro regime has chosen not to arrest him. They've thought about it, and Guaidó's team has prepared for it. But so far, the calculation seems to be on Maduro's behalf that it's not worth the backlash. Now, that could change if Guaidó seems to get more military support or gain momentum. Now, today we've heard from the big three, Pompeo, Bolton, and Pence, all very involved in this administration's South America policy, Venezuela specifically. They've all come out in support of Juan Guaidó. Bolton went so far as to call out 3 Maduro officials who he says has been in negotiation to support the Constitution and the interim president. He said their time was up and they needed to do so now. According to State Department officials, those negotiations were over a long period of time and did not, as far as they were aware, have a deadline attached to them. And these talks were among Venezuelans. The U.S. says they were not involved and included the head of the National Guard, the Defense Department, and the Supreme Court. They had all potentially agreed to endorse the interim president if they were able to keep their jobs. What we don't know is why Bolton decided to call them out by name today, or what possible impact that could have on their decision going forward, or even their safety. Special Representative to Venezuela, Elliot Abrams, told reporters moments ago that the situation on the ground is confused and there are many conflicting reports, but that he spoke to Juan Guaidó by text message earlier today and found him, quote, buoyant and determined. Where this goes in the coming hours or days is still uncertain. The Trump administration says it will continue to support the interim president and the people of Venezuela. Christina Ruffini, CBS News, Washington.